Hey y'all, it's Carmen with Real Life, Real Wife, and I am here because tag I'm it. There is a 10 question, crafty question video going around, and you were tagged. You were to answer the questions and then tag some others. So first, Gina had tagged me with Gina Loves to Craft, but it wasn't me specifically she had tagged because she tagged everybody. She wants everybody to do the video. And then Rosita Brown actually tagged me specifically. So here we go. We're going to get in. I've got a haul video I'm going to be doing, so I just thought I'd lay out some goodies for y'all to see. Number one, what's your name? Carmen. I think I introduce my name every time, if not most of the time. As a matter of fact, my oldest daughter said I need to stop being so repetitive. And how did I get my YouTube name? Now, this is a little lengthy part. My name came because I wanted it to be real. And I'm a wife. And let's back up. Basically, we went through a really, really hard time during the recession. And with that, I was raising two teenagers, and it became very difficult for me. And many of y'all may not know, but I deal with I have actually been diagnosed with extreme anxiety. And along with anxiety, it's very close connected to depression. And I went into what I call a black pit. And when I did that, and I finally got out of it, I was determined to stop living my life how I thought everybody else thought I should be living it. Basically, the keeping up with the Joneses. You know, you got to have this house. You got to have this type of house. You got to have a decent car. You got to have that. You got to have this. And my whole life, I just worried about everything. Paycheck to paycheck, week to week. I would pay bills and take care of it, and then the next day I was already worried about the next week. So that caused me a lot of issues and a lot of problems mentally and emotionally. So when I got out of that, I was determined to actually start stepping out of my comfort zone, get out of my little protective box, and determined to live my life to the fullest for me. I wanted to be happy, and I was so not happy for so long. So when I had started thinking of a name, I was determined that I wanted something that described how I felt, how I didn't want to be that keep up with the Joneses that put on that fake persona and say everything's hunky-dory when everything's just not. Then also with that is, yeah, I mean, I've been married 26, this November will be 27 years. And that was another thing was, you know, marriage can have its ups and downs for sure, but there was a rocky spot that it was just like I started keeping my mouth shut and not even letting my husband in on some of the things that were bothering me. And so I was determined that there's so many women out there who have not been married as long as I have that need to know that marriage is it's not a fairy tale. When you get into it and you think all the butterflies and everything is just hunky-dory and it's going to be that way for the rest of your life, it's not. I got married at a very young age. I was 18. And, of course, I had that whole, I guess you would say, daydream mind. And 18 years later, I'm like, what happened? You know, there were times where even, and my husband hates it when I say this, there were times when I even felt like I was married to a roommate, and we were more roommates than we were anything. But, you know, he's traveled a lot, and he's no longer doing that, and we had to get to re-know each other. Anyway, I'm sorry, you know me, I'm just going to talk. But that's how I ended up getting it, because I started thinking, what kind of name can I come up with that will actually represent me? I did have just my name out there, Carmen Lee, and yes, just so everybody knows, it is pronounced L-E-I-G-H, it is pronounced Lee. I know I struggle with people's last names, so I'm going to throw that out there for everybody. But that's how I come up with my name. So I wanted it to represent me and what I am. And yes, I'm crafty, I'm hauling, but that's not going to be on my channel. This is just, we'll see where it leads me, but it leaves me open to do whatever I want to. So that's how I got my name. And I apologize for rambling again. Let's see. Favorite craft to make. I don't know that I have a favorite craft. It's probably something new. I love learning new things and trying them out. I get frustrated, but I always know that the first one is always going to be the most difficult, to make. But as I do multiples, then I get better and better. And so I love doing new items and getting really good at it. Probably if I had to throw something specific, it would be altering something. Tags, envelopes, picture frames, whatever. I just like to alter and change it or create something with that. My favorite store, I would have to say probably Hobby Lobby and Amazon. AliExpress is major. It just takes a long time. But Amazon, because I can get pretty much anything I want on Amazon, but it's fast. It gets there really, really fast. And Hobby Lobby because it's convenient and I love their sales. I mean, and their prices are great. I would say Tuesday morning. Unfortunately, our Tuesday morning is very limited. If I had more options there, then yes, Tuesday morning would be there. But those are mine. Oh, and let's not forget Dollar Tree. Top 5 YouTube channels. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to give this shout out and call out to some of my favorites. It's not all of them. And I know a lot of people are very hesitant to do this, but I think we're all kind of grown up and I don't think any feelings are going to get hurt. Because y'all all know that if I'm there and I come to your channel and I leave a comment, I'm there supporting you. So I hope nobody gets offended, but I think we'll be all right with this. Let's see. Number 1, Denise Alcock. Denise Alcock is so talented. I love, and I just made a comment on her video the other day. She did ATC cards. Nothing major, it's ATC cards, but the girl, I could just watch and her share all her stuff. She's just that talented. She makes some of the prettiest things. Wish she'd show more of her crafts. And I just don't. Denise, tell me how in the world you get time to do as much as you do. I'd love to know it. Denise Alcock. Bonnie's Corner. I'm giving Bonnie a shout out because one of the things that I love watching about her channel, especially when she gets Happy Mail, she is just pure at heart. And so I look forward to seeing Bonnie's reaction when somebody sends her something, because she is just pure and truly thankful and happy for what she gives. And then I also love the fact that she's just kind of blunt. If she's, if she gets a unicorn thing and she says, hey, I bought this at Dollar Tree, I got it just because I like it. And then, that's just it. That's just her. She's like, it don't matter. I didn't get it for any specific reason. I thought it was pretty. I wanted it. I got it. Carolina's Creations. I'm plugging her basically because she's one of the ones I started out watching who drew me in on her craft fair items. She is very good at items that will sell and that are pretty simple to make, but amazingly cute. And her personality, I can't leave her channel without smiling. I love to hear her talk. I love her giggle. It's amazing. And then, oh my goodness, Monica, I'll Make a Craft. She's another one of my favorites. Every time she does a video where she is coloring in her stamps, especially the oddballs, are so stinking cute, y'all. And if you have not seen her talent, you got to check her out because I freaking love Monica's channel. I mean, even my husband will sit and watch Monica color with me. Like I said, I don't want to, leave anybody out, but like Rosita, it's nothing specific other than just her being an amazing person. She's one of the first ones to always support. Gina, with Gina Loves to Craft. She's another one. I love her haul videos too, but she's another one. You just listen to her and you get a smile on your face. You just don't leave her channel without, you know, getting a smile. Oh my gosh, there's just so many. Lorena from She's Shy, She's Crafty. Her voice. I love her voice. She's not like me. She's not loud and out there. She's just soft-spoken. And her painting. Oh my gosh. I love to see her work. When she paints something. Mel with Everything Marmy is another one who is a soft-spoken. Is it the Canadians, y'all? Because they are just sweethearts up there and so soft-spoken, and you just kind of get drawn in. But Mel, man, if you've ever seen a heart and want to see a big heart, this girl's it. She does it for everybody, and she just don't think of herself. She always thinks of somebody else. Trina with Trina'splace, amazing. Love her. I love watching Corn too, who she recommended. And definitely cannot leave out Miss Deborah with barbra'sCHILLINBags. She's definitely, it's not specific except for it's just her. And if you ever want to meet a strong woman, she's the one you go to, because honestly, I've never met anybody going through what she has had to deal with in her life, and has come out as positive and as strong as she is. We all have our bad days, but she is absolutely an amazing woman, and somebody it'd benefit you to get to know her. So yeah, there's so many out there, so I can't just stop at one. And I'm not trying to leave anybody out, so please don't be offended. I'm talking too much again, so let me see if I can get through these. Favorite colors. What is it? Everybody's screaming it. I know it because I've made it up. Actually, I'm going to say it's blue. If I could choose the rainbow, I would. I mean, I can't. There's just not a color I don't. Well, I'll take that back. There's one color I don't love. Every other color I do. I don't love purple. But I do like it. But I like the darker purples. I'm not a lavender fan at all. But like Halloween, there's something about Halloween that I love to have purple in there. The purples and the greens, it's just, I love it. But yes, blue and probably burgundy is my favorite. But I love the mints and the peaches and the corals and the teals and turquoise. I love it all. Favorite tools. This is one of my latest projects. And this is the Jewel Picker-Upper. I had one and it sucked. But this one is working out great for me. I got it off of Amazon. It came in a bag with some jewels and some extra tips. And I think I paid $7 and some change for it. Free shipping, Amazon. And I love it. I mean, it's just, it's made my life so much easier than trying to use the tweezers, even though I love tweezers. This is another one. This actually is a pick that a friend of mine gave. He's a locksmith, and I saw it and I said, I need one of those. When I first started paper crafting, I was like, I need one of those. He's like, here, take it. But actually this came from Harbor Freight, and I'd like to get me a couple more because I am gluing this one up. But yes, that's one of my favorite. It was, you know, it's just a cheap metal pick tool. And this, I had one of these, and then of course my little turkey grandson, he's 4, oh my gosh, growing up so fast. But it's this retractable little small tape measure, and I had one and I had it for years. And one day he just grabbed a hold of it and ended up, I've always let him play with it, but he ended up pulling it all the way out and I couldn't put it together, so I had to pick me up another one. But this is absolutely one of my favorite tools. I use it for everything. And then probably my major one is probably this mat. Even though I need me a new one, I need a bigger one, but I would have destroyed so many pieces of furniture if it would not have been for my cutting mat. Let's see. Where did I get my love of crafting? It's in my blood. I inherited it. My mother was a crafter. My sister is a crafter. I'm a crafter. We're all like, my mother always, one of the things I remember about my mother is she always liked to doodle a lot. So I've gotten that from her. She's a poem writer. She writes poems. My sister writes poems. I write poems. My sister is an actual fantastic artist. She can draw like crazy. And my brother Rodney, God rest his soul, he when he was younger, he was really talented with drawing too. And I don't know if y'all remember back, you have to be up here in age something, but way back in the day when we had TV guides and they had the little character, the little turtle to draw or whatever. My brother did that and sent it in, and he was actually requested back. Now, I don't remember whatever happened with that. I think he kind of gave up on it being a teenage boy, but that's how good he was. And then, let's see, when did I start crafting? I've done it pretty much my whole life. I probably really got into it when I was a young teenager with my sister, and we had done some crafts together, and then my sister actually helped raise me when my mother had passed. There's a 16-year age gap between us. There's 9 of us in the family. But yeah, so I've pretty much always done it. I really, really got huge when I started making hair bows when I was pregnant with my youngest little girl. And I'm going to try to insert a picture of maybe a couple. And then my favorite craft so far, I am trying to get pictures for that one for sure, because my favorite craft so far was this past spring when my oldest daughter got married, and, we did she did the whole, shabby chic barn, thing, and I had made some aisle runner flowers in baskets, and, I painted up signs with scriptures on it, and then, but my favorite is actually the teapots stands that we did. Those were actually my absolute favorite. And like I said, I'm going to try to definitely get a picture of that in there. Tag 5 people. I'm going to throw out a couple people that I'm not sure if they have done this yet, but I'm going to throw out Laureen with She's Shy, She's Crafty, tag you're it. I'm going to do Mel with Everything Marmy, tag you're it. Bethy's Boutique. I have noticed you leaving some comments for me and a lot lately, and I know you're new to my channel, but I have checked you out, girl, and you are talented. I'd love to get to know you a little bit better, so tag you're it. And I'm not sure if Creative Mommy has done anything yet on the 10 questions, so I also tag her. And I also, if, you know what, don't wait on the tag. If you would like to do this video, do it. Let us get to know y'all. Thank you, and I wish you all the best always.